I don't know. I think the out of 10 thing is just kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's bad, but I feel like it's just, it ain't it. I like the later one more.
Okay. I mean, shit. I mean, shit. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing.
I will do my thing 21.
Do your thing. Okay.
I know I can't do something for you.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh yeah, we've been ready.
Alright, let's get it going.
Alright. Yo, damn the dog. Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Jet Set TV here, bringing you back in again with another video. Jet Set Wrestling, my fault. You guys check the latest video on my first channel. Go ahead and check that out. The journey of my 2022 journey. Anyway, we're doing the Armageddon review. This just happened randomly. Malik, we gotta get you on Zoom. I'm sorry. I'm tired of holding this damn phone.
Let's do it, then. How are we gonna set it up?
Nah, it's too late. I'm already recording.
Okay.
But we're recording right now, so shoot, just introduce yourself.
Hey y'all, this is your boy Malik the Elite. I hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's, and God bless all of you. We're gonna do a review of Armageddon 2006. This is like a collaborative idea. Like, I came up with the idea for like doing the pay-per-view and their pay-per-view review and stuff, but Makai came up with the idea of like doing a wheel to see which exact Armageddon we were gonna do.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I wasn't on board for doing this one. Wasn't the best thing in the world, but at first, looking at hindsight, but we're gonna find out how we feel about the pay-per-view overall as we progress through this review. But yeah, we ended up coming to a collaborative effort, decided we're going to do this. So here we are.
Right.
And I got some facts. I don't know if you did your due diligence with this, but I'll just get the beginning of it out the way. So Armageddon 2006. This pay-per-view was a sold-out arena. I forgot the amount of fans that were there. Sold-out arena, Richmond, Virginia.
December 17th.
Yep, 2006. And there goes the backstory for it. This is building off of Survivor Series 2006. A lot of the same guys that were going at it that pay-per-view came out and had a match at this one, like Chris Benoit, Chavo Guerrero, Undertaker, Mr. Kennedy, MVP and Kane, and John Cena, and the interactions between him and the heels in the main event. A lot of that stems from Survivor Series 2006 and the ongoing stories.
Right. All right, you ready for the first match?
Yes, I want to talk about the beginning video package at the beginning of the show, hyping up the three main events concept. The three big main events, the MVP versus Kane, and then Mr. Kennedy versus Taker, and then John Cena and Batista. For the first time ever, they talked about that throughout the video package, the beginning of the show, throughout the entire show. The first time ever, world champions are going to be teaming up in a main event going against Booker T and Mr. Finley. Booker T and Finley. They talked about that throughout this video package, but a lot of the beginning video package hyped up the match that we're going to start off with now, and that's MVP versus Kane.
It lasted 8 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yep.
Kane defeated MVP. What I'll give this, it wasn't a bad match.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was some good spots in there. Kane got the better of MVP at the pretty much majority. I would say about 70% of this match was Kane. He threw MVP over the top rope. MVP fell to the ground. Kane hit the choke slam on the outside of the ring. Yeah, MVP was trying to basically evade Kane the entire match. He didn't really have like a sense of urgency to try to win. He just was trying to survive mainly. Kane ended up forcing MVP on the fire, and then, believe it or not, if y'all have seen this pay-per-view, MVP was legitimately on fire. He was legitimately on fire and ran away, and the fire seeped through his ring gear, and he got third-degree burns. So, and that is a for real thing.
So yeah, I'll give this match 7 out of 5 stars.
7 out of 5 stars.
Nah, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
This is Makai doing the ratings, by the way. That particular rating.
Oh, but shoot, I'll give it 3 stars. I
Okay.
like it so far. It was
3
pretty
stars.
good.
Okay.
I like the opening of it, so.
Yeah, I did too. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth with the review. I typed out a lot in my notes. I'm not gonna say everything I typed out, but MVP, like his character work, him in the suits, he was ahead of his time. Me personally, I don't know how you feel about him, but
I agree.
Yeah, MVP was a lost treasure. Him and Mr. Kennedy, they had a lot, and Gregory Long, like they had a great little future upcoming thing on SmackDown. The SmackDown kind of took for granted a little bit. I feel like MVP was definitely the man, like definitely an unsung hero of the mid 2000s, and his entrance, like 1, 2, like that. His entrance, his ring gear, his presentation, his mannerisms, in-ring style, everything was ahead of his time. But I will say, this was kind of just a giant long squash match. It was an 8-minute long squash match. So mainly because MVP was just scurrying away, I couldn't really get it. And the spectacle, I'll say there were some good things about it. The spectacles. The spectacle of the match, the mood, the lighting, like the whole presentation of the match, JBL's commentary throughout the entirety of this match.
Especially JBL's commentary.
Yeah, his commentary was absolutely phenomenal. He called Teddy Long a peanut-headed freak for invoking the match. He called Kane a sick, I'm not going to say the last word. He was just going in on commentary. So, to conclude, overall, it was all right. The match was okay. The lighting, JBL's commentary, and MVP was being on fire was the overall takeaway for me. I give it 2.75 stars.
All right. And now we're going on to the next one, which is.
Are we skipping the backstage segment with Julian Hall, Crystal, and Ashley Mazzaro and Layla?
I forget. Yeah, Teddy Long was on freaky shit, and he was
he
was on the horny shit, and he was like, I got a special present for Santa Claus, and involved with some lollipops in it or something like that. I don't know. I do know, but I'm trying to keep it PG around here, man. Jeez. You're about to get me terminated. I already only had the channel for a year. Shoot.
A good way to stay PG is no cussing.
Anything but cussing.
No cussing.
But, what was I about to say? But yeah. They had a little feud, and Malik, help me out here. I'm a little
Help you out with
the backstage segment. I'm a little.
Okay, so the backstage segment basically, yeah, we could just get into it. We could talk about it a little bit. So Jillian Hall, Crystal, Ashley Mazzaro, Layla in the back. You know how backstage camera work is. They're back there, blah 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 blah. You know, cameras, they just appear out of nowhere, and they're just back there just talking. I don't know what they could be talking about. They seem very happy. Teddy Long comes in. He comes in and he has a Christmas hat on, and he looks like he wants to make a decision. And like Makai said, he was an erect individual when he was making this decision. He seemed very excited about making this decision of a lingerie evening gown, something later on, and then they were all super hyped. And Teddy Long told them that Santa Claus is going to be out there later on in the match or later on in the night. And Santa Claus did show up later on the night. And JBL, they come back to commentary. JBL is still pissed about MVP getting started on fire. This match happened 10 minutes ago. He is still mad. He's putting over the severity of the Inferno match. He is just frustrated that the fans were cheering for MVP getting burned.
A black man at that.
Yeah, he was upset. He thought he was treating that like it was Farouk that got caught on fire. He was not happy. He was very upset about that. But next match, Dave Taylor and William Regal versus London and Kendrick. Another act like MVP that was way ahead of his time. I can see them in NXT right now, just going absolutely crazy. Imagine London and Kendrick in NXT against DIY and the Revival.
would be dope.
Huh?
That would be dope.
They were that good. And it's supposed to be them in the match. Just supposed to be them. And then Teddy Long comes to the ring. You know he's about to be on some BS like he always is. He's about to do something. Even London and Kendrick don't even look happy to see him. They like, dang, I don't want to see him right now. What's he about to do? And then they made it a ladder match. He made it a ladder match. Then when he made a ladder match, not only did he make it a ladder match, they included 2 teams from Raw, Eminem and Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. And the week prior, Jeff Hardy and Johnny Nitro had an Intercontinental title ladder match. So Jeff Hardy and Johnny Nitro having their second ladder match in 1 week. And so now it's a 4-way ladder match. And it's a lot of spots, too much to call. But there are some significant moments if you want to talk about someone that you enjoyed, Makai.
That I enjoyed or that I was afraid of?
Everything. Just your overall view of the match.
Okay, for one, I realized as I rewatched this match that Warren Regal and Dave Taylor barely took anything. I get their brawlers, but jeez Louise.
I put them in my notes too. I said Dave Taylor and William Regal looked extremely uncomfortable being in this match.
Extremely uncomfortable. Like this was not their territory at all. You give them a tornado tag chairs match. There was a type of match that was like off the rip. Like just like you said, Paul London and Brian Kendrick, they didn't look. They was like, oh no, we want to see this man. What he about to do? Shoot. Melina must have put this on.
Mm-hmm.
She must have been like, Teddy, put Eminem in the match, and I'll give you I'll give you something very nice. And then Jeff Hardy them heard that they like cause I think the original plan was to put Hardy in there just to make it more interesting, but they're like, no, put Eminem in there too. I'm like, okay. I did like Joey's jacket. I will say that I like that man's jacket. That man, his shit was dope. If I were ever a wrestler, I would take that in the concept. I'll reinvent it any type of way. I don't care what people say on the internet. Brian Kendrick, he kept trying to get up that ladder. He kept trying. Him and Paul London had a great tag team. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy, they did good too. The one spot that I want to talk about is Joey Mercury. When he broke his nose, that was pretty brutal. I'm not gonna lie.
That was rough. It's funny too. I put it in my notes about that spot for that. I typed out a lot of spots for this match, like some ones that stood out to me. But that one right there was just like everything that was significant that led up to that match. Like that's the big thing that everybody usually remembers in the match. He got smacked in the face by that ladder. And the setup for the spot was Jeff Hardy. He was trying to they set up a ladder bridge. Jeff Hardy jumped off, did a leg drop to the ladder. Johnny Nitro, Matt Hardy got their heads out the way, but Joey Mercury got smacked in the face with the ladder. Like it hit him straight in the face. And apparently he broke his orbital bone and broke his nose and continued wrestling, but he just had a mask on. And it was insane.
All right.
Some takeaways I had from the match were the Hardys were super over, especially Jeff Hardy. The Hardys versus London and Kendrick standing in the middle of the ring. The fans were eating that up, like they want to see that match. Johnny Nitro was great in this match. Paul London, for me, was the MVP of this match. And, yeah, significant stuff. Definitely check this one out. If you're gonna watch any match from this show, then definitely this should be the one. It's a lot going on. It's a 2022 AEW Dark Ladder match with Dante Martin and what's his name?
Ray Phoenix
and Sammy Guevara. Just as flippy can get. And then you got some QT Marshall stiff dudes in there, Dave Taylor and William Regal. It's everything you could imagine about today's wrestling back then. It was crazy.
Right. And I'll get this 4 out of 5 stars. 20 minute and 13 minutes.
I didn't give it that high.
It was pretty good.
It was alright. It was pretty good. I gave it 3.5. It was pretty good. I couldn't give it 4 because I thought of matches in my past that I've given 4 stars to before, and I'm like, nah, I can't. I just couldn't give it the full 4 stars only because it was really botchy. Like, it was really botchy. Like, a lot of moves were getting messed up. Dave Taylor and William Regal looked they weren't even playing. They looked really like for real life and comfortable even climbing a ladder. So the believability of them even winning when they were the original competitors in the match was just really it was blowing it for me. So there was a lot of stuff that kind of worked against it. So I couldn't really give it a 4. I had to give it 3.5. But overall, yeah, it was pretty freaking good. Like, it was a pretty good match. I definitely recommend going back and watching it and seeing if y'all have different opinions of it. And put it in the comment section too if you go back and watch it. Put it in the comment section if you go back and watch it and you don't like it. Or if you like it, if you don't like it, whichever one, put it in the comment section.
All right. On to the next match.
Makai.
Yeah, I know.
Next, we got Boogeyman versus The Miz.
2 minutes and 51 minutes, 0 stars. All right.
How long was this match?
2 minutes and 51 minutes. 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
JBO was just crapping on Miz for 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
Jeez.
Did you hear it? Everything the Miz did, he couldn't move. Every time he took a step or did anything, JBO was picking on him.
Why? Because he was a reality star at the time?
Did you hear him on commentary?
Yes, I heard him on commentary because he was a reality star. Goodness.
Well,
good thing I watched the Miz documentary.
No, so the backstory behind it is that, but also, like, the Miz had real life heat with everybody backstage because they just didn't like him. They thought he was weird. They thought he was douchey, and they thought he got the easy road because you said the reality star thing. And people like Chris Benoit, I forgot who else, but it was Chris. No, Hardcore Holly, and I think one other person like kicked him out. They all kicked him out the locker room. They segregated his they closed off his locker and started putting their stuff in his locker. And if he tried to reach out and grab his stuff, Chris Benoit would provoke him and cuss him out. And like, it was rough. He got a really, really, really rough upbringing. And that's why it made me uncomfortable hearing JBL talk about it, because it didn't seem like he was joking around. It seemed like he was being serious. It seemed like they were legitimately bullying The Miz. And it doesn't help that he basically got squashed by a guy who's never going to be a main eventer.
My lunch is by the door. I have my grapes washed in the freezer. I have my underwear on my dresser. I have my list down. And so I'm watching one episode of anime, and I'm doing it.
All right.
Is that you, Mateo?
No, that's my brother. Sorry about that.
He's very loud. I can't. I thought that was you talking.
No. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So for this match, I don't know what else you got to say about. Oh, the Boogeyman put worms in the Miz's mouth after he hit him with the Great Khali's choke slam thingy.
Right.
Yep, that's about it. That's all we got. That's all I got.
All right. Again, 0 stars.
0 stars. I gave it a half star because it existed. It was a match. No moves got botched. I gave it a half star. I gave it a little bit. I'm with you though. 0 stars is pretty accurate. That's fair.
All right, U.S. Championship match: Chris Benoit versus Chuck Guerrero. If I'm not as enthusiastic as I am, like I am tired, man.
I am too. I'm very tired.
I'm really tired.
Hey, this match is what picked me up a little bit though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm with you though in the tired department.
No, I'm just mean in general, bro. Not only have to watch this, but there was so many people was trying to ask me for help this morning. Mind you, we're doing this New Year's Eve. So there's a lot of people that's trying to invite me. I had to say no to a lot of people, only because I can do this. So y'all better be grateful. But I think the real reason why is because I had too much chips. But let's move on.
Yeah.
This match between Chris Benoit versus Chavo Guerrero, 12 minutes and 14 seconds. This one was pretty good. It had the story behind it, just basic storyline. What happened? Chris Benoit, he defended his title at Survivor Series, I think, and then he accidentally hit Vicky Guerrero, or something like that, right? Or am I tripping? Was it Survivor Series or was it a different pay per view? Malik.
Yes, sir.
You gotta help me out here. Was it a different pay per view or what?
I'm listening to you. No, you said it right. You said it was at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
No Survivor Series. They had a match on Survivor Series. Vicky Guerrero tried to interfere in that match just as she did in this match. Their match at Survivor Series was a little bit more, I would say, a little bit more competitive than this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little bit more competitive. This match was kind of like Chavo got a lot of offense in the middle part of the match, but towards the end, like Chris Benoit pretty much just he hit him with 8 German suplexes. That woke me up. I was low key getting kind of tired of watching this pay per view. Like, not saying it was bad, but it was just kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of getting tired. And then when I saw Chris Benoit, he just kept hitting him with those suplexes. I was like, oh wow, is he gonna stop after like 5? I was like, whoa, he's still going, and he hit him with 8 German suplexes. And then Chavo was on the ground for a freaking eternity. And and the whole time he was on the ground, Vicky came in the ring, tried to hit Chris Benoit with the title. JBL on commentary was putting over how Chris Benoit and we all know what Chris Benoit did. Majority of us do. I'm not going to explain it on this channel, but y'all can go look it up if you want to see what he did. But just him, JBL calling him a woman beater and calling him all this stuff was just like, ooh, okay. They don't know what's going to happen in the future.
What he did in the what he did to Vicky, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna say I will. Pretty much.
No, we not. Don't talk about it.
No. Fuck. No, no. Forget that. Listen. Pretty much what happened was, and this happened to Junior Hart not too long ago in AEW with Buddy Murphy. Look.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about.
Oh, the sharpshooter. Okay, Jeff Jarrett.
No. I'm talking about Chris Benoit, what he did to his family. I'm talking about
that. We're not going to talk about that.
So that's why I was saying, like, when he was talking about Vic, he was like, JBL kept calling Chris Benoit a woman beater, and like he's gonna make a big mistake, and he needs to keep his hands off of her. My brain kept thinking about what he did to his, and I was just like, oh yeah, stop thinking about that, Malik. That's not good. So we're not going to talk about that.
Gotcha.
So if y'all want to know what we're talking about, look it up yourself. I'm not talking about it. So.
Yeah. But in this time when he was still alive, he basically the story was that he hit Vicky by accident and then hit him by his neck. But Chris Benoit was like, I don't give a. He said I don't need to apologize for nothing. Man, I don't know what was up with Chris Benoit doing this time. Goodness, he was being mean to the Miz and all that stuff. So what happened is that but then towards the end of the match, after Chavo got hit with them 8 German suplexes, he was attempting to put Vicky Guerrero in the sharpshooter. JBL going crazy. Then what happened? Did it end it in a crossface? I don't understand why Chavo Guerrero did him with a low blow.
Yeah.
That's my thing. It was so wide open.
It was. Well, I think the referee was still in the ring.
Yeah, they need to push the referee to get more closer. Vicky should have just raised her hand towards the ref. So then he could have just become a United States champion that way. But yeah, man, after he put him in the sharpshooter, the crossface. It was the crossface, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, put him in the crossface, man. I'm tap out, 1, 2, 3, boom. We
No, not the crossface, but my bad. He hit him with the sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter, okay, yeah. Okay, he pulled it a lot of times. I thought I was watching Bret Hart for a second. I'm like, bro, this Chris Benoit is Bret Hart.
You can tell Chris Benoit loved some Bret Hart for sure with the way he like his offense and stuff. Even when, in the match he did that. I think that Bret Hart used to do where he ran chest first into the turnbuckle. Bret Hart used to do that a lot too. I don't know if you remember, but when he was having his matches with Stone Cold and stuff, he used to always run chest first in the turnbuckle. But yeah, overall, like I'll probably I'll just get my rating first right quick. But yeah, he ended with a sharpshooter, Chavo tapped out pretty quickly, and yeah, overall it was a pretty good match. I like the technicality of it. I like the physicality. Everything about it was pretty decent to me. I give it 3.25 out of 5 stars.
I'll give it 3.2. That's why.
Yep, we right on the same page. Okay. And we're also going to zoom right past Ashley Mazzaro being backstage. In the Gregory Helms versus Jimmy Wang Yang for the Cruiserweight Championship. Right. I'm gonna start off by saying I absolutely hated this match because I like the in-ring stuff, but I could not get over those fans. Those fans booing and boring were really bothering me throughout the entirety of the
same here. I was really paying attention, and then next thing you know, the chanting boring. I'm like, damn, bro, are you kidding me?
And they started chanting boring after an entertaining move too. Jimmy Wang Yang went for a moonsault. Gregory Helms rolled out the ring, and Jimmy Wang Yang landed on his freaking feet from a moonsault, which is impressive. And like no one cared. People started chanting boring. I guess they just don't understand Gregory Helms and with Jimmy Wang Yang, especially Gregory Helms. I think his character was very misunderstood. I thought he was good. Like even his matches he had at Matt Hardy, he was having some bangers on Matt Hardy that year.
What was his character?
He was kind of just like he was basically just a overly confident heel champion. But the thing with him being overly confident, he would get on the mic and bash the fans. But I think because there was so many other heels doing that at the time, like Edge, Randy Orton, and like main event guys, Gregory Helms kind of just got lost in the shuffle, and people just kind of just was like, oh, he's just another heel, who cares? And on top of that, his whole Gregory Helms thing is completely different from the Hurricane, so that's another reason why people probably just weren't getting behind it, because the Hurricane was so over, and Gregory Helms just wasn't.
Right.
But fun backstory for this match, Jimmy Wang Yang was part of, I forgot what group it was called in WCW, but Jimmy Wang Yang and Gregory Helms had a match together in WCW in 1998 in the Cruiserweight division as well. So there you go.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy Wang Yang was part of I forgot what group it was in WCW. But yeah. You got anything you want to say about this match?
Yeah, the match was pretty entertaining. JBL was right, and Michael Cole should have kept his mouth shut. I'm not gonna lie. He said we had to do it for the fans. For the fans. Nah, B. They booing it. Like, and then now they have the audacity to cheer later. And then I think Gregory Helms got his mouth busted. I don't know when that happened, but he was just bleeding as soon as the match got over with. Bleeding by the mouth. Pretty good entertaining match. It was 10 minutes and 51 seconds. I will give it 3 stars.
Yeah, same here. Oh, Jimmy Wang Yang's group in WCW when he went against... So, I don't know if you remember this group. Gregory Helms was in 3 count with Shannon Moore. And he was in 3 count with Shannon Moore and... I forgot what the other guy's name is, but it was them going against Kaz Hayashi, Jamie Noble, and Jimmy Wang Yang, and they were part of a group called the Young Dragons.
Okay.
And 3 count had, this is going to bother me now, 3 count had Gregory Helms, or Shane Helms, which is his real name, Shannon Moore, and Evan Courageous. That was his name, Evan Courageous. They look like 1997 Backstreet Boys.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, we go on to the next match.
Alright, the next match is the last Riot match. Mr. Kennedy versus Undertaker. It was almost 20 minutes. What? What's up?
Huh?
What's up?
No, I just said Kennedy, that's all.
Oh, I thought you said dang.
No, I said Canada.
Oh, it sounded like you said dang. So look, again, I'm so tired. I am so sorry. It's 19 minutes 8 seconds. It was definitely a good ass match. I'm not gonna lie.
It was really good.
It was really good.
That's my personal match of the night.
So it was Undertaker versus Mr. Kennedy. Undertaker didn't give up, and neither did Mr. Kennedy did, which I like. He didn't. He stood his ground. Mr. Kennedy could control the match. She put him in the thing. Undertaker got out. They were whooping each other's ass again. I think Mr. Kennedy used a chair at one point, and then also he was trying to choke out the Undertaker as well, try to put him in there. I did not realize he had to get in the car and then drive out. But then I think that was the only thing that was holding him back. He had to get in the car, then drive out. And whatchamacallit. So that's one thing. What's the other thing? Mr. Kennedy was doing good. And I remember they fought on the stage as well. They ended up fighting, and then Mr. Kennedy ended up pushing him down like a 12 feet down towards the stage, and then it made Undertaker unconscious, and then he put him in a van again. He was trying to dip out, but he couldn't. Undertaker just leaped up. Then he really started beating his ass. He hit him with that one chair shot. Like, oh my goodness, that was so bad.
Yeah, it was rough.
That was rough. And then it looked similar to the one that he did at Survivor Series on the previous pay-per-view. They did with Mr. Kennedy. Mind you, Mr. Kennedy was 3-0 against 2-0, 1-0.
He was 2-0. He beat him at No Mercy by disqualification, and then at Survivor Series he beat him in a first blood match.
Man, they kept their bet so good. Cause let the heel win 2 times and then let the face wins 1 time. Perfect.
Yep. I just thought it was funny how like Kennedy got 2 wins over Taker, and Taker got 1 win over Kennedy, and because it does like the math doesn't line up, but because Teddy Long is such a babyface, Taker goes on and wins the Royal Rumble and gets a push at WrestleMania for the World Championship, and Kennedy just fades off into obscurity. But Kennedy, if I was Kennedy, I'm like, bro, I beat this dude twice. Come on now, no.
Right.
That's a perfect world. This ain't WWE.
But Mr. Kennedy got busted open. He was really trying.
He did. He got effed up, man. He got messed up bad.
He messed up badly. He laid on the grass, according to you, Malik, earlier. Then he lay in some grass, some glass, GLASS.
Yes, glass.
Gotcha. And he put him in the trunk, and he drove off, and then he won the match. I'm sorry if
is it bad how much I really like Mr. Kennedy? I really like Mr. I really liked him.
I didn't realize I like him this much. I'll give this match a 4 stars.
Yeah, 3.75 for me. No 4 stars tonight. Spoiler alert.
Okay, no 4 stars tonight. Spoiler alert. Okay, and then we had the Santa shit. I don't know, for all people that were horny, they had what's her name? Ashley, Layla, Christina, and Crystal, and what's that last girl that Julian Hall. They had those, and then the Santa guy ended up being a white fat guy with a little pinky on. I don't know what they call that.
Yeah, we don't gotta go into detail about this. Y'all can go watch it yourself. Armageddon 2006 review, lingerie contest, and that dude took his Santa outfit off and he had baby oil all over him with a little banana hammock. Y'all go check it out. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw them come to the ring, I fast forward through this because I'm Christian and I'm not about to sit there and watch this. It really made me feel weird. So and then I fast forwarded, and then as soon as I get to the part where I'm done fast forwarding towards the end, I see Layla twerking on a dude. He's squirting baby oil in here. He don't got no pants on, so I'm like, all right, this ain't for me. So y'all go check it out yourselves if you really are curious about it. And if you do check it out, I'm watching you.
All right, and we got Batista and John Cena versus King Booker.
You ain't even said what I just said, Makai. I said you go check it out if you're curious, and if y'all go check it out, just remember I'm watching you.
Oh, okay.
If
you heard that.
Whoever check it out, I'm like the boogeyman. I'm in your room, sitting there shaking my head with it. I'm shaking my head at you.
With the face mask and everything.
I'll be in your room with my arms folded, looking like,
Oh, okay. And then we got the final main event. They said what they say as what was they talking about?
You talking about a house show match?
Yeah, they said 2 world championships, first time ever, versus Kane Booker and Finley. This match was like oh fuck. See, this is why I need dang. This is why I say you need to get your dang Zoom, man. Oh. Give me 1 minute. But we gotta finish this review. Booker. Oh my god, the dog barking. All right, so pretty much to say it like this: Batista and John Cena, 2 world champions to collide for the first time. Apparently, that's what's happening versus King Booker and Finley. 11 minutes 29 seconds. This match was pretty good, pretty short. Especially the last part. They had Horsepower go back to do a punk kick as well, but he ended up kicking himself in the face. But the last part was, I think Booker T kicked Foley, but Foley just kept getting back up. Like, I'm like, jeez Louise. That man was not selling as much as he should have. Jeez Louise. He was not selling. Oh, great. Now I gotta put my mic right here. Hello? Yeah, my phone. Yeah, this is why.
Next time we can do it on Zoom. Yeah. I'll set it up and everything just so it's more convenient and easier for us for the video.
Yes, I just explained to the people that Finley. I was telling them about first time the 2 world championships collab and versus King Booker and Finley. It's 11 minutes 29 seconds. I was talking about it was pretty quick. I'm not gonna lie. I remember Hornswoggle came out and kicked himself in the face.
That was pretty funny, yeah.
And then this man Finley would not just stay down. Like, geez Louise.
Yeah, Finley wanted to milk this for as much as he could. He wanted to leave as much uncertainty in people's head as he could.
Right. And then another thing is, bro, the last part is like, bro. The last part is whatchamacallit. I remember Finley hit a damn chair on Batista, bro. But it didn't make no sense. Cause after that, Batista hit a Batista bomb on Booker T, and then that was it.
Well, John Cena ran into the ring and tackled Finley out the ring.
Yeah, but I would at least wanted to milk it just a little more. I'll give you like 4 more minutes.
Man, I feel you, but this is the 2 world champion, and you're involving 2006 John Cena in this. Going into 2007, arguably his most dominant year of his career. And with Batista, you asking for a lot for this to be extremely competitive.
I'm just saying, sell your injury.
No, they're not going to.
Bro, he got hit with a freaking chair on his knee.
God, this is Batista that we're talking about.
I know this is Batista, but jeez.
This is legitimately Goldberg. This is Goldberg in WWE. This is him. This is Timothy Jones. I'm sorry. I feel you. I understand where you're coming from, but this is also. Hey, they gave Booker T his run with the title. Booker T, you sliding back down the card. We apologize. Finley, you were never a main eventer. I love Finley, though. I love Finley and King Booker, but this is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning of the end. Booker T, you got your run. You could be in the Royal Rumble, get eliminated real quick. Batista, you gonna go off into the atmosphere, into the stratosphere, and have a fantastic 2007 feud with The Undertaker. There you go.
Come on, I guess there you go.
Two stars out of 5.
2 stars.
Yeah, 2 stars. 2 stars flat. I was leaning 1.5, but it was a competent match. Some stuff happened. It was just way too predictable. Way too predictable and way too short. This match was like 10 minutes long, and the entire time it was just like...
The John Cena match with Kevin Owens was better than this one.
It was. Oh, by a large margin, for sure. And even that one was kind of predictable, too. Not to necessarily say predictability is bad. It's just depending on how much you care about it. They just kind of felt like...
You can predict how things happen. It's how it happens is what really matters.
Yeah,
that's why people still watch wrestling, even though they know the outcome. They want to know how it's going to happen.
As long as you engage me with your predictability. For example, you know who does that the absolute best? Roman Reigns. Every title match Roman Reigns is a part of, we're like, every fan on the internet, man, Roman Reigns is for sure going to win. They're not going to have him lose the title. Man, not a single wrestling fan alive can say they watched Crown Jewel, and when Logan Paul hit that double Superman punch, nobody thought he wasn't going to win. It was that slight second that you were like, man, they might do this. You can be predictable, but it's about how they handle it. It's about how they handle the predictability. We knew Roman was going to beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, but the way they handled it made you give a crap. Brock Lesnar tipping the ring over. He not staying down. Michael Cole's tweaking on commentaries. They're doing a lot to sell the match.
Right.
But yeah, now you're right. Predictability can be good. It's just how they treat it.
Gotcha.
Wait, how many stars did you get this match?
2.
2, so we're on the same page. So overall, for Armageddon 2006, I don't know if you have any final thoughts. If you'd like to, you can get it out. Overall, what would you give this pay-per-view?
Remember what I told you last time? I'll give it like a 6 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
That Undertaker and that ladder match, and even the Inferno match carried it.
Yeah, for sure. So my big takeaways, we didn't overall agree to do pros and cons, but some of my pros for the show was JBL on commentary. The Inferno match, kind of. The last ride match was fantastic, or not fantastic, but it was really great. I'll even go fantastic. I'll say that it was great. About 4 stars, 3.75 easy. The ladder match was really good, and the spectacle of the world champions being in the main event was great. But the match itself was kind of in. And I'm forgetting. Chavo Guerrero's theme song too was fantastic. I forgot how great his theme song was. Chavo Guerrero's theme song, King Booker's entrance, MVP, Mr. Kennedy too. Mr. Kennedy's entrance. There was a lot of great stuff on it. Cons, like I said, JBL's commentary was a pro. His commentary was also a con too. It was good, but it was also really bad at the same time. He was bullying The Miz the entire show. He was weirdly in favor of a cruiserweight match. He was a babyface and a heel. He was going back and forth between what he felt about the pay-per-view. It was kind of weird. That was a con. The Divas match was a super con. The Boogeyman and The Miz, super con. The main event, con. And I think that's about it. Yeah, overall, your grade was probably a little bit more favorable than what I was thinking. I like that they put effort into making the show feel like a big deal, or doing specific things like the ladder match and the main event and the 3 main event tagline. But overall, I got to give this pay-per-view, I'm going to do the out of 10, but I'm also going to do the letter grade too. I'm going to give it a C-. And for me, that equates to a 5 out of 10.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, I say a C-. It wasn't. I'm not going back to watch Armageddon 2006 unless God tells me to. Unless God tells me, hey, bro, you're watching this. I'm not watching this.
Okay. All right. I'm about to go. After I do this Spanish thing, I'm about to go catch me some Z's. Yeah, man. And you guys have a great one. All right.
Yes,
Anything you want to say to the people?
Hey, I hope y'all have a happy holidays. Thank y'all for tuning in. Put some stuff in the comment section for critiques that can make this better. And God bless.
All right, y'all. Peace, y'all. Hey, so we gotta decide on this order.